Hello, Taurus. This is Sherry coming to you from Armstrong, British Columbia. Today is March 3rd. Sorry, it's March 4th of 2018, and it is time to do your March reading. I got a little smile there when I started the video because a plane was going by, and that makes me think like expand and fly and like reach your limits and go higher and higher and explore and step into adventure. So very interesting how that was timely. Before I turn the video on, I got the sense that I should pull a couple of cards before I pulled any cards. So I'm a transformational life coach. I do Akashic record readings. I help people release the past in order to move into co-creating the future that you deserve and desire. And so on that note, and while in your energy, the first card I pulled was abundance. And this is amazing. I know that you're ready for this. I know that you're ready to co-create this. And I think you need to step into a place of allowing it. And you need to step into a place of connecting your human self and your highest self. Not only an 8 on this, but it's an 88. So that's like a double abundance. And this card is pink, which makes me think it requires a lot of self-love on your part, which you are getting very good at, Taurus. I think you probably have been working on this for a while. And as I say that, I'd like you to step into the place where it's not work to be abundant, and it's not work to self-love, and it's not work to feel deserving and desiring of all that you need. That it's I don't want to use the word expectation, but I want you to step into a place that you're ultimately worthy and deserving of all kinds of abundance, regardless of what that is, just because you're a human on this planet. And you wouldn't be here if you weren't meant to step into that place of abundance in your health and your wealth and your relationships and anything that you're meant to do. The second card that I pulled for you is the Coyote card. And when I pull this in the John Holland deck, this one is the Animal Wisdom Tarot deck. It is from this deck. And when I pull the cards from John Holland, the actual card that comes through is trust. And so it's the same sort of message, but I got a laugh about it being the coyote because the coyote is very original. The coyote finds abundance in originality. The coyote knows how to step into that place of humor, of fun, of original wisdom, of finding wisdom in what is in the past. And one of the things I like about this card is that it looks like there's like doves and whatnot in the future of this. So that kind of makes me laugh because the plane was going by. The other thing I like about this card is that it's the 0. And so the 0, when you're doing any numerology, is about inner gifts. It's about innate gifts and talents. So in my Akashic record work, it's about the talents and gifts that you've actually cultivated from past lives and past experiences that you're bringing forward. And the wisdom of the coyote is the same. And the 0 sense is like what comes around goes around. So I get the sense that when you open yourself up to allowing your wisdom and your inner gifts and talents through your intuition from your past lives and from your past when you were a kid or past as an adult, that you actually step into this place where you can be abundant, double abundant, where you can step into that place of personal power and personal confidence and empowerment and creating things bigger. And one thing I wanted to check, because it was the coyote card that I pulled, coyote, I ended up looking the coyote up in Dr. Stephen Farmer's Pocketbook for Spirit Animals. This is a great book if you don't have it. You can get the Kindle version, but I actually really enjoy having a book version of this. It's not expensive. I think I paid like $15 for this little book. It's a really good one to have. So part of this and part of this information that I'm guided to share even before I start pulling cards for you is that if you've been taking life too seriously, then I want you to lighten up. I want you to feel more free-flowing and more abundant and more joyful. And I want you to step into that place, if you're able to, of already feeling that way and then taking more inspired actions based on what will keep you there or maintain that or expand that. rather than doing things that are going to try to create that sense for you. So you already have the wisdom within you. You're already abundant because you're on the planet. You don't have to do things. You don't have to be someone in order to be deserving, in order to be abundant. But you need to feel abundant and worthy and deserving within yourself before you can create it. So the second thing that I got from reading this was that the whole idea of abundance, you already have all the resources you need. So if you feel like you don't have the clarity, if you feel like you don't have the money to do it, if you feel like you don't have the expansion required or the knowledge required or whatever it is, if you feel like you need to take more courses, or if you feel like you need to do more things or have more money, then you don't. So my message to you is you already have all of the wisdom from your past experiences in this life and past lives, that you really need to step within and know that everything is connected, and that as you step into that place of, I already know what I want to create, I already know who I am, I already know that I'm wise, I know that I'm deserving, I know that I'm abundant, I know that I'm worthy, that those resources that are already available are just going to come to the surface because you know that they're there and you're expecting them. Yes. Okay, so that's the intro information. So what I do is I do transformational life coaching with people. I also do stuff in the Akashic Record where you heal stuff from the past. And I do some work with medical intuition where I tap into people's bodies. So while I was playing in your energy, Taurus, some of the things that I felt were almost like a squeezing of my knees. And I almost got the sensation that it's like when you're horseback riding and your horse kind of feels like it's out of control and you have this need of squeezing your knees together to sort of like hold on for dear life. And that has like this sense of fear to it. That feeling, that sensation, that like, oh my God, what's going to happen, is not going to create the abundance that you want, because you're in that place of fear and you're in that place of holding on for dear life. And although that may seem like it's adventure, it's not the kind of controlling adventure that you really want to create. So I want you to step out of that place if you can, to be in your own abundance, to be in your own power, to be in your own connectivity, to be in your own worthiness and deservingness of being able to control the horse rather than being controlled by the horse. The other thing I got was, yeah, my throat was feeling a little bit wonky. I almost felt like I had like cold and flu sensations. I felt a little bit like sinusy. And so if you have been feeling under the weather, one thing that I want to mention is that vitamin C is something that you take in order to maintain your sense of wellness and to maintain your sense of health and to keep you from getting a cold. But if you already have a cold or flu, if you already have all those sensations of, oh no, I'm getting sick, then you want to take zinc, because once you have those sensations, zinc is actually going to make whatever it is go away quicker. And if you have a cold and flu and you're feeling stuffy and sinusy, then that can also mean a lack of, it can mean confusion, so a lack of clarity. So I want you to step into a place that you already have the clarity, that you already have the wisdom, that you already have the inner guidance available, and maybe allowing yourself to step into the humor of things a little bit more is going to help you co-create that sense of clarity and that sense of knowing what it is that you're meant to do and how to bring the abundance to you, because you already have the resources to do that. The other thing that I got while I was tapping into your energy is that my jaw was sore. And when that happens to me, oh, that's interesting. I'm also getting like a blocking in my right ear. So when my jaw is sore, for me, it means that I'm taking on other people's stuff. So I want you to step into a place of, am I taking on other people's stuff? I'm just looking at the notes that I wrote before I got onto this. So if you are taking on other people's stuff, I want you to give it back. It's not yours to take on. And this sense of doing it from a place of compassion is awesome. But if you are taking on other people's stuff, it's almost as though you're saying to the other people, I don't think that you're capable of doing this yourself, so I'm going to do it for you. And that's sort of an enabling mentality, and it's not yours really to take on because they have free will and they can decide whether they're capable or not. So you want to step into a place of seeing other people as capable and helping them if they're in a place to be helped, and not enabling them to require help from you. Hopefully that was helpful. um, so I also have a sense that the right side of the body, which is the masculine doing side, is cold and numb, and that the left side of the body is warm. So I get a sense that you're feeling an imbalance in giving and receiving, and you're feeling an imbalance in the things that are masculine and the doing within you versus the being within you. And the blocked right ear is perhaps you're actually shutting off information or not realizing that someone, it's a masculine side, so it could be a man, or it could be just about physical things and actions, that perhaps you're not realizing that the resources are already there, and that maybe people are already telling you that you already have the wisdom, that you're already abundant, and you're just not believing them. So I want you to step into the place that you already have it. Step into the place that it's clear, that it's concise, that you have all the information you need. And if you don't, then ask for guidance from your own guides, your own teachers, your own angels as you are going to bed at night, and ask for a dream that you remember so that when you wake up in the morning you understand, or ask for relevant messages so that when you wake up in the morning you automatically know the answer to the question or the next steps to take within what it is you want to co-create for clarity's sake. So I pull 4 cards. I pull 4 cards because I like to pull a card for the physical body and the stuff that happens in the physical, the mental body, which has to do with our thoughts, which we keep thinking, which create our beliefs, the emotional body, about what we're feeling about the things that are going on around us and within us, which is actually the vibration that we're sending out to the universe, which is the mirror that the universe is giving back to us. And then spiritual guidance is the 4th card, and that's our connectedness to our higher self and source. So I'm going to pull 4 cards now. Hopefully that was relevant and useful for you so far. I'm getting the sense that I need to pull an I am card first. So one thing about I am cards is that if you're using affirmations, they have to be believable. And I'm getting the hair standing up on my arms, that if you've been saying, I am abundant, I am abundant, I am abundant, but you're truly in some sense not feeling like you're worthy or deserving of abundance, or that you're not abundance right now, then the affirmation is actually pulling stuff to you that is going to reiterate that you're not worthy and not deserving, because it feels false. So your affirmations have to be truthful and honest for you. We got a couple here, so let's see what came out. The first one that came up is I am strong. So I get the sense that you do have all the resources that you need, that you're stronger than you think, that you're more capable than you think, and that you're more abundant than you think. So step into the place of the strength you already have. This is interesting because it came up upside down. So I am positive. If you're thinking and feeling and acting in ways, or if the mirrors in your life are bringing you a sense that things are negative. So if you're scrolling through your Facebook feed, or you're on the radio, or watching TV commercials and everything is negative, 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 then that's a message to you that there are thoughts and beliefs and patterns within you that are not in a positive sense. So I want you to think about what it is within you that is not feeling all that positive, and see if you can step into that, because you need your thoughts to be positive and empowering. You don't want to avoid the negativity because it exists here, but you want to step into a place where you're allowing more positivity to happen, where you're allowing more abundance to flow, where you're allowing your own wisdom and your connectedness to your highest self and to your source to allow things to flow in your life. Perhaps the right left thing that I was mentioning before, this is the I am heart card, and that makes me think that maybe you're not, that you're over giving or under giving, or over receiving or under receiving. So allow your heart to be in the right place, and allow your heart to tell you what it is that the messages are coming back. So when you see the people in your life, when you see kids, when you see nature, when you see and experience things going on, look at them as a mirror about what's going on within you, and do it from a heart-centered place, not a like, oh crap, I'm doing that again. So allow yourself to be heart-centered in all ways and to get those messages based on what it is that's coming back to you. If you're not feeling peaceful right now, or if you're feeling like the planet is not a peaceful place to be, then that expectation is going to send out the mirror, which is going to bring you back things that you're expecting that the universe is not a peaceful place to be. So that ties in a little bit to what I was just saying. And I am third eye. Allow yourself to connect into your gut reactions, to who you are at a soul level, to what you want, to know that you're already abundant, and to be able to use the wisdom that is within you from your past life, from your childhood, from your past adult life, through the generations and ancestry that have come before you, that's already in your DNA, and allow that information to come through so that you can create what it is that you're meant to create, so you can build the abundance that you're meant to build. Okay. All right, on that note, let's see what's going on with you physically. If there's anything else that I can give you for physical guidance. Exhaling away anything that's no longer serving you and inhaling what you need. Yep, I get the sense that you may have been doing a lot of work on your past. This is the change your focus card, but it came in reverse. So 5 is transformation. I get the sense you've been doing a lot of transformation, Taurus, and kudos for that. But there comes a time when you need to take all that stuff that has been transforming and actually allow it to transform your future rather than your past. So get to a point where you're like, okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to concentrate on what I want the future to look like and how I want it to feel, and what beliefs I need to have in order to create that, and what thoughts I need to be thinking, and what emotions I need to be feeling in order to co-create with Source what it is that I'm bringing into the now. So changing your focus if you have not, because this is the physical card. If you have been focused only on your physical body, or only on things within your physical body that hurts, you've been focusing on the signs and the symptoms, you've been focusing on, I have a headache, you've been focusing on, I have a cold, oh my God, I feel like crap, then it's time to change your focus there on how you want to feel and how you deserve to feel, how you're worthy of feeling if in your physical body. And if you're not sure how to do that, then step into the place of the observer where you're asking your physical body, okay, congestion, what is it you're trying to tell me? And just see if you can tap into that third eye place, this third eye place, and see if your body, your sinuses, your headache, your back pain, your jaw pain, whatever it is, has a message for you. Because just like the mirrors that society is presenting, your body is also a mirror that's presenting information to you as well. So changing your focus to get stuff that is more positive and more healing, and just releasing the past. You've done enough on those onion layers for now. It's time to change your focus to be more forward, to send the doves ahead, and to step into that place of I am abundant, I am part of this planet, I am part of Source, I am part of all that is, I am connected, I am worthy, my body is worthy, I am strong, I am positive, all of those things. And so your body wants to be healed, your body wants to be happy, your body wants to feel good. So how can you listen to the messages differently? How can you change your focus in a different way so that your body is actually feeling good now? And again, I get that sense that if you're doing things like working out and eating because you want to feel good, then that's resistance. That's doing something outside of yourself. So you actually need to cultivate that place of feeling good within you, and then be inspired to take the actions based on what to eat and how to move your body and how much to sleep and when to sleep and all of those things physically related that are inspired actions to allow you to feel better because you're already feeling good within you. You're already feeling abundant within you. So that was your health card. Let's check in to see what your thoughts and beliefs are. Exhaling away anything that's no longer serving you. Doing that creates a void that the universe will fill. And the universe wants to fill stuff that is a vibrating match. So if you do not begin to step into a place of believing and succeeding, then you're going to continue to fill the void with what you've released rather than allowing the void to be filled with what you want to. So you're going to step into a place of, I believe that I am abundant. I am already succeeding. I have been abundant in the past. I know that I can be abundant now. I know that I'm connected to my inner guidance. I know that I'm connected to source. I know that I am worthy and deserving of everything that I desire to create, that the self-expression I am meant to create and provide, I'm believing that I can do it, and I know that I can be successful at it. So you're going to step into a place with your thoughts and your beliefs that you're already succeeding at what it is you want to create. You're already stepped into a place that if I am expressing myself in a truthful, honest way, that I am stepping into a place of I'm already abundant, that is going to keep your canoe facing straight forward. You're not going to be tipping over to the doing side on the masculine too much, and you're not going to be tipping over to the female spiritual receiving side too much. You're going to be full speed ahead. So thinking thoughts that are beneficial, that create the beliefs, and the beliefs are about the mirrors that come back to you from the people and the experiences and the body signs and pains and symptoms. And so if you believe that you have a headache every 3 days, or if you believe that that it's going to take you forever to get to work today because you left 5 minutes late, then those thoughts and beliefs are actually going to be what is coming to fruition. I like that this is a 6 because the 5 is about transforming things. And so if you're transforming things, then a lot of shifts and change happen. And then as we move to the 6, it's about finding that place of nourishment. It's about allowing that rocker of the 6, if you look at the number 6, finding that rocker of the 6 to find a place where you do believe that you can succeed, and you do believe that you're abundant, and you do believe that you have all the resources available, that you're connected to source, and that you're meant to do something greater and bigger. But it's going to be unique to you. It's your self-expression that you're here to do. That's big. That just made all the hairs on my arm stand up. That if you're doing something in order to express what other people need, or what other people you think they want, or what you think will please other people, then it's not going to be believable for you. You're not going to succeed in the same way, because it's your self-expression that you want to step into. It's your focus. It's your strengths that you're using. It's your sense of peace. It's your heart-centeredness. It's your third eye. It's your positivity. So you are the one who is here to create your own reality based on you and what you love to do and what nurtures you. And those things are going to help more people, because you're in a place of yes, like you want to scream from the rooftops about all of these things. So if you're co-creating what it is that you think the rest of the planet needs, then you're not necessarily doing it from that heart-centered place. You're not necessarily doing it from the place of this is what I am cultivating with my own wisdom. So step into you over the next couple of weeks. Step into what do I want. Step into what lights me up. Step into what makes me feel abundant. Step into what makes me feel connected and wise and truthful and giving. And that is going to create the belief that you need in order to succeed. And that's going to allow that self-expression to expand out. And that's going to be able to allow you to build what it is that you want to build. Let me see where the emotion card is for that. Teach. All right. Did this come up for you already? Did this come up for you last month? It may have. So emotionally, I get the sense that maybe you're supposed to teach emotions. So most of the planet stifles emotions. Most of the planet doesn't understand that that depression is usually anger that's repressed because we don't feel like we should be expressing some of those heavier, darker emotions. We were taught that they were bad. We were taught that they, should be stored. We were taught that we should always be happy and we should always be this and we should always be that. And I'm one of those people who sort of exudes happiness and attracts people to me. And so I probably look like the happiest person on the planet. But I've been depressed and I've been angry and I've been sad and I've been lonely. And so those things are human. We're meant to express them. So perhaps you're meant to transform in an emotional way that it's okay for people to experience emotions, that it's okay for people to have them. And the idea is about changing the focus on the emotions, because if you live in a place of only being angry, it doesn't feel good. And then the body actually starts absorbing those emotions because you're not actually releasing them. You're not breathing them out, and then you're creating this void where if you do release it, you're not actually shifting and believing that you can call in something else. And so perhaps you're meant to teach something on an emotional level for people, a real connectedness to emotions. And I get the sense that you're really good at tapping into that, but you may not be tapping into that with yourself. So maybe you're going to teach yourself how to deal with emotions and how to release them over the next couple weeks and transition and transform that. And then you're meant to teach it. You're meant to do that from a self-confidence place. And I get the sense that it's likely connected to little people, so maybe you have a sense of teaching indigo children or teaching crystal children or teaching the children who are going to come up and do their own self-expression. And animals and nature tend to be involved. When you work with animals and children together, I'm getting the hair on my arm standing up there, they have a totally different bond and they can actually express their feelings in a different way. And I get the sense that art is important for you. So self-expression in a getting it out and seeing and observing things in a way that is writing or is creative art or is like playing with clay and actually tactile. So emotionally seeing if you can do that for yourself and then teach other people. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you today about what is going on with March and with abundance. All right, so the first card we ended up getting was a 5 card, and then we got a 6 card, and then we got another 5 card, so we're double transformation. This one is a 7. And this card came up in the Scorpio reading. So what Spirit is trying to tell you from my perspective on this card is that if you're looking to the past for the things that you want to create in your future, then you're going to be awaiting results for a while. And I get the sense that you need to be connected to source, because the 7 is that line and then that stick. So you need to be connected to your source. You need to be connected to what it is that you're supposed to create and what you're supposed to self-express and what you're supposed to teach. And if you're doing that strictly from a place of what was, then you're going to continue awaiting those results, because this woman is actually looking into the past. If you're not feeling grounded, if you're not feeling connected to nature, and that's going to be important to you. So I just mentioned that with the animals here, and nature is another thing that actually helps us with our emotions and allows us to release emotions and connect into the moment, which allows us to feel emotions in a different way. So I want you to do some grounding work. If you haven't been, put your feet on the ground, allow your root system to go down into the ground and connect to all of the resources that are already available. And then I want you to think about drawing those resources to you based on what it is that you know you need, based on abundance, based on being connected, based on changing your focus to be what it is that you desire to create, and draw that energy just like the trees draw water from the earth and from your feet and from that grounded place into you. And then that's actually going to connect all of your chakras together. all the way up through that 7th chakra at the crown, and then you're going to be able to have the golden apple in your heart that this woman has, because it's about cultivating that place from the center of your heart based on what it is that you're drawing to you. But because she's looking at the past, I get the sense in two things: that yes, you're going to use that old wisdom, but you're not going to be stuck in a place of what was. You need to be focused on what it is you want to create for yourself. So you're changing your focus in a different way, believing that you can succeed, teaching yourself how to heal your own emotions, how to connect into your emotions, and then connecting and teaching other people how to do the same. And then you're actually going to bring in all of those results that you know that you can do and that you know that you're meant to create here. But doing it from a place of self-expression, so that you're doing it from a place of, this is what lights me up, this is what sets me on fire, this is how I want to present myself. And then the people who are meant to be attracted to you are going to be attracted to you because that's just how energy works. Once you're giving out that vibe, the mirrors that happen in life are actually showing you stuff. So if you're sending out this vibe of abundance and having all of the wisdom and changing your focus so that you're seeing the doves in the future and believing that you can succeed, then you're going to draw people in that are ready, willing, and able to learn all of those same things. And you're going to do it in a way that is abundant, that creates abundance, not just for yourself, but for others. Lastly, I'm going to pull a card from the Archangel Oracle deck from Doreen Virtue to see if there's any further information that you are ready to receive, and if you can call in guidance, who is it that's going to help you? Crystal clear intentions. So this is Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So I usually call in Archangel Michael when I'm ready to cut any cords, when I'm cutting any cords from people, from situations, from thoughts, from beliefs, from experiences, from choices, from anything that is no longer serving me. And I literally ask Archangel Michael to come in and cut the cords that are attached to me or that I've attached to other people that are preventing those people and myself from getting divine vital energy directly from source. And I ask Archangel Michael to cut those cords from me and direct them to source so that everyone is getting all of their energy from source. So this aspect of Archangel Michael's essence and gift is that if you have crystal clear intentions about what it is that you want to create, so if you have been feeling that sinusy, stuffy confusion, it's time to ask Archangel Michael for more clarity on the how, to bring in the resources that are already there, to connect yourself to the planet and allow those resources to come to you through your root system, and to be able to support that essence of, I know what I'm here to do, that essence of, I have the strength and the courage in order to do it, that essence of, I am going to build the golden apple in the center of my heart. And so knowing what it is, being clear on your intentions, being clear on your desires, and focusing on those things, because that is what's going to manifest. And that's what your mirrors are going to be able to tell you through the next week. Your mirrors are telling you that all the time, but they'll probably be louder over the next few weeks. So if people are surrounding you who are angry, who are sick, who are mean, who are talking about politics or things that don't interest you, then allow yourself to check in and be the observer about that, because then you know that there's pieces within you of stuck anger or of whatever it is that people are presenting to you, and you're going to allow Archangel Michael to cut those cords and set your intention on what it is that you want to give out as your emotions, because that is what you're meant to teach. Awesome. I hope that was useful. If you would like a personal reading, then I'll leave the information below. I do the Akashic record work and the healing there, and medical intuition stuff. So all of that is relevant and useful if you're guided to it. If you're not guided to it, then it's not your time, and that's awesome. Know that you're already abundant, that you're worthy and deserving of abundance, that you already have all the resources you need to create what it is you want to create. Allow yourself to tap into that place of emotion, of heart-centeredness, of balance, and Allow yourself to pull all those resources to you, and once you're believing that you can succeed, you will. So namaste, have a beautiful day wherever you are, and have a beautiful month of March.